Did you know that cable harness crimping is just as essential for rockets sent into space as it is for cars and industrial equipment? Welcome to this new episode of Pacta Industry, where we explore the Siroco cable harness crimping tools distributed in France by Cotelec. In this episode, we'll also take a closer look at technical insights on crimping shared by NASA, highlighting why precision and reliability are so critical in extreme environments. For more than 30 years, Siroco has been supporting the cable and harness industry with certified tools, devices, and machines that can be tailored to meet specific project requirements. By selecting high-quality materials, the company guarantees precise machining and long-lasting performance. And with responsive technical support, Siroco ensures that customers always have the right solutions at hand. To find out more, visit Cotelec's website and connect with their engineers for detailed information about Siroco's crimping tools. Don't forget to subscribe to Pacta Industry, home of the Journal of Connectivity. Share our videos and hit the notification bell so you never miss the latest updates.
You know, in our high-tech world, we're always looking at the big, flashy systems. But what if I told you that sometimes the most critical part of a multi-billion-dollar machine is a connection so small you could just hold it right between your fingers? Well, today we are diving into the incredible engineering that's hidden in one simple squeeze.
All right, let's just jump right in with a question. Picture it, a spacecraft barreling through space. What is keeping its ridiculously complex electronics from just failing? What's making sure every single signal gets exactly where it needs to go every single time without fail?
Well, the answer isn't always some huge, complex, redundant system. So often, the single point of failure can be traced right back to something that seems almost too simple. Just one bad electrical connection. One single, imperfectly crimped wire. And when that tiny little connection fails, the results can be, well, they can be catastrophic. And I'm not just talking about your phone charger being a little flaky. We're talking about mission-critical systems where failure is absolutely not an option. This quote, this really gets to the core of it. We're not just playing with theories here. These connections are the backbone of automotive safety systems. Think airbags, ABS. They're inside life-saving medical devices. And, as we're going to see from some NASA standards, they're what holds aviation and spaceflight together. So what is this thing we're talking about? Crimping is basically the process of deforming a metal terminal around a wire to lock it in place. And that term cold weld, that is the perfect way to think about it. It creates a connection so incredibly tight that it's actually gas tight. That means no oxidation, no corrosion can ever get inside to mess things up. It's a permanent, super reliable bond, and it's created just by pure mechanical force. So what does a perfect one actually look like? Well, a good crimp is no accident. It's a really precisely engineered structure that has a very, very specific anatomy. We're going to break down what inspectors, the ones who follow super strict standards like NASA's, are looking for when they put these things under a microscope. Okay, here they are. These are basically the 6 commandments of a perfect crimp. Every single one of these features tells you a story about the quality of that connection. If you miss just one, you are absolutely risking failure. Let's take a look at a few of the most important ones. First up is the bell mouth. This little flare, this slight curve at the entrance and exit of the crimp barrel, it's so subtle, but it is absolutely essential. See, without it, the sharp edge of the barrel acts like a tiny knife on the wire. And when you put that under constant, intense vibration, say during a rocket launch, that wire would just snap. Period. And this is where you start to understand the insane level of precision we're dealing with. Just look at these numbers, pulled straight from a NASA workmanship standard. There has to be a gap between the wire's plastic insulation and the metal barrel, but that gap has to be perfect, often within fractions of a millimeter. If it's too small, you risk crimping the insulation itself, which is bad. Too big, and the wire isn't supported correctly. This one's a biggie. It's one of the most fundamental visual checks. You see that little window on the barrel? If you can't see the shiny strands of the wire through that hole, it's an immediate fail. It means the wire wasn't pushed in far enough. It's a simple black and white rule. No see, no good. It's rejected on the spot. And it's not just how you crimp, it's where you crimp. The tool, the indenters, they have to land in this very specific sweet spot on the barrel. As you can see in these NASA standard diagrams, if you crimp over that little inspection window or too close to the shoulder of the contact, you weaken the whole structure. It's got to be just right. So getting this perfect anatomy, it's not just about that final squeeze. Not at all. It's the end result of a super controlled process that actually starts way before the crimping tool even gets near the contact. You know, the whole thing can be totally ruined from the very first step, stripping the insulation off the wire. Any nicks, any cut strands here create a major weak point. And that thing called bird caging, where the strands kind of splay out instead of staying tightly wound, that's an instant failure. You just can't get a solid compressed connection if the wire looks like that. But in the end, it all comes down to pure, measurable strength. This is not about just looking pretty. It's about holding on for dear life. NASA standards lay out the exact minimum pull force that a crimp has to be able to withstand. For a heavy 12-gauge wire, that's over 100 pounds of force. This is what I mean by pure, quantifiable engineering. So how on earth do you guarantee that every single one of the thousands, maybe tens of thousands, of crimps in a complex wiring harness meets these crazy high standards? Well, you test, and you don't just test once. You test through this multi-layered process of verification. I want you to think of this as a hierarchy of quality control, right? It starts with the simple stuff, what you can see with your own eyes, and it goes all the way up to a forensic analysis that basically reveals the crimp's innermost secrets. Together, these four pillars make sure nothing, and I mean nothing, is left to chance. Let's start with that first pillar. As this quote makes really clear, you can catch so much with just a well-trained eye. Are the strands visible in that little hole? Is there a bell mouth? Is the insulation gap correct? This is your first line of defense, and it's a powerful one. Next up, you measure. You take a special micrometer and measure the final height of the crimped barrel. Why? Because that height tells you exactly how much the wire inside has been compressed. And the tolerances here are just mind-boggling. We're talking tighter than the thickness of a human hair. It's a fast, non-destructive way to make sure the crimping tool is perfectly calibrated. Okay, now for the fun part. We get to break stuff. At the beginning of every single production run, a technician makes a few sample crimps, and then they put them on a machine that just pulls them apart until they fail. Now, obviously, you don't do this on the final product. This is how you prove that your process, your tool, your contact, your wire, is making connections that meet those super tough strength requirements we saw earlier. And this right here is the final boss, the ultimate moment of truth. You take a sample crimp, you cut it in half, you encase it in clear epoxy, and then you polish it like it's a precious gem. And then you put it under a microscope. What you're looking for is a solid mass of metal. No voids, no gaps. The individual wire strands should be so compressed you can't even tell them apart anymore. This is the final undeniable proof of a perfect, gas-tight, cold weld. So let's pull all of this back together. We started with a pretty simple question about a spacecraft, and it's led us deep, deep down into a world of microscopic details and just incredible precision. And that really brings us to the biggest takeaway of all of this. That simple act of just squeezing a piece of metal around a wire, it's not simple at all. It is a complex, it's a highly controlled engineering process. And in these fields where failure can mean losing a billion-dollar mission, or even worse, there is simply no such thing as a small detail. Kind of makes you think, doesn't it? From the car that you trust with your family's life to the plane you fly on for vacation, our entire modern world is held together by millions and millions of these tiny, unseen connections. And every single one of them is a little testament to the engineering of perfection.